This is Aubrey with Wolfire Games, and this is week 113 Art Asset Overview. This week we're going to look at some bags. 2 bag assets and a little armor plate. You can see these on the character over here, as well as some of the newer clothes. This is also the new rabbit model. You can tell because he has 4 toes. I think that these bags and equipment should look really cool in the game. During a fight, they might bob around or break off. As you can see, the rabbits are really into adding stitching to all of their equipment. That's one of their main visual motifs. I think that they just like the way that looks. Last week I showed off the Cat City assets, and a lot of people commented that it looked kind of like Assassin's Creed. And I think that the current assets do kind of look like that, but I have some other ideas and I wanted to talk a little bit about them. The cats tend to wear very flamboyant colors and patterns because the colors and patterns represent their holdings and retainers. Similarly, the pennants and colors that they paint on buildings correspond to the colors that an individual cat might wear. So it's kind of marking his territory. In addition to showing those ideas off better in the actual game, I wanted to create a more unique visual identity for the cats. So I started looking at more historical images and ruins, and I listened to some comments and started coming up with this concept here, based kind of on the Babylonians, but also a little bit on Asian cultures. The main thing that was important to me was to bring a consistent color theme together for the cats and their buildings, especially these ones that live out in the desert. One of the important parts of this are these blue tile roofs. I'd been meaning to replace the roofs for a while, and so that was one of the first things that I wanted to work on this week. So here's the asset for the roof in game. It's the top, and it's flipped over there so you can see what the bottom of it looks like. Here is it in action, replacing the old roofs that I was showing off last week. This asset is actually in 2 parts. I have one part for the trim, which you can see here, and another part for the face. The trim asset can also double to form the peak of a roof. Next week, I plan to show off a lot more new assets for the Cat City. Don't forget you can pre-order at wolfire.com/preorder. Thanks.